Today we're going to learn how to do 2-digit divided by 1-digit division using the area model. Now this area model is going to be very similar to when we did it with multiplication, but it's a little bit different because we know that multiplication and division are opposites. So here's this first example. I want you to just watch. We have 74 divided by 3. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't want to make 3 circles and count up to 74 and then have to count up all the little dots inside and hope that I get the answer right. So we're going to set up a box just like we did with multiplication. We have a 2-digit number, so we have 2 boxes. However, this time it's going to look a tiny bit different. At the top, I'm going to set up my place values by getting my tens place and my ones place ready. My 3 will still go on the side. The difference is, excuse me, sorry. The biggest difference is that our 74 does not go up here because remember with area model we multiply on the outside. So we're trying to figure out 3 times something gives me 74. So I'm actually going to put my 74 inside that first box so that we can figure out 3 times what can give us 74. The next thing I'm going to do is to write my 3 times tables on the side. If you have a multiplication chart, you can always look at a multiplication chart, or if you're real good at them in your head, you can do it that way. Now we're going to start in this first box. What place value does this first box start in? Yeah, it's the tens place. So we're only going to look at the number in the tens place. Well, what's the closest we can get to 7 without going over? That would be a 6. We got that by going 1, 2. 3 times 2 gave us 6. But remember, friends, that this is in the tens place. So really, this is worth 20. When we do 20 times 3, that'd be 3 times 2 plus a 0. That would give us 60. One of the silly mistakes students forget to do with this is they forget to add their 0 back on. So make sure you don't make that silly mistake. Then, if we were doing multiplication, we would add this. But remember, multiplication and division are opposites. So what's the opposite of addition? Yeah, subtraction. So we're actually going to subtract these numbers from each other. 4 minus 0 is 4. 7 minus 6 is 1. That leaves us with 14. Now what we're going to do with our remainder, or our leftover, is we are going to bring it up into our next box. Then we're just going to repeat the same process over again. We're going to look and see what place value are we in. We're in the ones place, but we can't forget our tens place because it had some leftovers. Then we're going to see what times 3 can get us the closest we can get to 14. Well, I see 12 is the closest that I can get to 14. I got 12 by going 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4. So my 4 gets written on the outside. Then we are going to subtract. 14 minus 2 is 2. Just like before, I took my remainder up. Right here I'm going to take my remainder up. But do I have any boxes left for it to go into? No, I don't. So this number is actually going to be my remainder. Remember, your remainder needs to always be smaller than your divisor. And right now, it sure is. How I find my whole answer is the number right here. Because remember, I was trying to find 3 times something gives me 74. Because that's the same thing as going 74 divided by 3. So I just take this into Right now it's in expanded form, and I'm going to take it and put it just in our standard form, which means that 74 divided by 3 is 24 with a remainder of 2.